Good morning, Wolfpack. How's it going? This beautiful morning, beautiful day. Ooh, let me wipe this lens a little bit. A little foggy there. They got some streaks, but we are just south of, where the heck am I? Just past 459 on 20 on the US 69. We took a little deviation real quick. This is our final load, but we took a little quick deviation because our girl Miss Nyla needs to get her food, and we usually try to stop at either a Tractor Supply, which is usually pretty easy to park in sometimes, most of the time, or Petco for her food. So I found one this morning after a few hours of drive. Baby mama here is waking up. That I could easily, Google Maps, and we can loop around and park for a minute. And luckily there is a Waffle House like right over there, so we can catch breakfast at the same time. Take my 30, which I need already. I've been driving already about 4 hours, a little over 4 hours, and then hit the road. Goal for the day, again, with this load is going towards Columbus, Texas, a little past Houston, if you don't know what that is, off of I-10. The goal for the day is to be able to reach at least 650 miles, depending on traffic, for the day. That's very doable, so especially on this truck. So at least 650 for the day, and then the rest tomorrow, deliver mid-morning tomorrow. So we're gonna head it here at Tractor Supply. This is part of, I guess, the information that you need to know if you're considering having your pet with you, is where you get their food while you're on the road. Right, baby? Here we go. Come with us. The big one? Yeah, those 4. Horses. Somebody loves horses. I don't know who that person is, but I don't want breath. So one of the things while we're talking about, just to catch you guys up, is that we're considering big challenge that we have. Miss Nyla. Miss Nyla is a Belgian Malinois Shepherd mix, and she has short hair, but she's going to some intensive shedding. I'll show you guys when I get back in the truck. So that's why we bought a little better vacuum, which is awesome. I'll show you that too. Recommend that for you guys who like to keep your truck clean inside. But if you have pets, it works perfectly. Because it sucks out that hair pretty good. But we have to vacuum at least once a day, and it still can be tough. So we're trying to consider changing her food, maybe to help. Ashley, if I haven't mentioned it before, she's been a dog trainer since her teens, and that's how Nyla so much trained. But we take care of Miss Nyla. We will never get rid of Miss Nyla, even though it's a pain in the butt she can be. But she is family, so.
I'm really picky about food, though.
Yeah, but Miss Ashley is very picky about food as far as the content and nutrients and what it has. So we were giving her some supplements to try to help with the shedding and her skin coat, but that doesn't seem to be doing the work. So we're gonna try to go a different direction with food and see if that helps a little bit more at this point. But that is a challenge if you want to have a pet, especially one that, dogs shed here some more than others. But you have to keep your truck clean. Hopefully you're a clean person, because I wouldn't want to be in your truck if you're not, especially with a pet.
We have to vacuum every day.
Yeah, even on the tough days, sometimes we don't, but vacuum that one day, but it gets worse the next day. So we notice that when we are home and she's out of the truck for a little bit, for a few days or a week when we take a week off. She kind of calms down a little bit, so we're wondering if it might be just a little bit of stress of being on the road and being cooped up. She has high energy. She's just still a very young dog, so a little over about 2 years now, baby. Yeah, she's almost. She just hit her two years old, so she has a lot of energy. So it is not easy for her to. She finally found it. You know, it's not easy to be in a truck. She does very well, as you guys notice, but I know it's not easy. So, but with that said, we think that you know, being in the truck may stress her out a little bit, or the temperature changes between the truck, trying to keep it cool and hot outside. Could be a multiple things, so we're trying to figure it out. But either way, we'll never get rid of her. We love her, so we'll do something to think about. If you're thinking about having a puppy or a pet at home, you know, in your truck with you, especially one that has a long hair or sheds every so often, yeah, you have to definitely keep track and keep your truck clean and vacuum and consider all that, and take time, you know, get out every 2-3 hours or so and let her get out and do her duties and stretch out. I usually try to find a rest stop, but we'll continue that and subject, see if we can decide on food here. That's the one you looked at?
Yeah. Okay. Louis says he's calling you guys Wolfpack now, so Wolfpack, here's what we're doing. So she's currently on Taste of the Wild, which is this stuff. It's a really good food. I've been feeding my dogs Taste of the Wild for years, so it's not that it's a bad food at all. I'm just trying to do something to help her with whatever shedding issues she's got going on. So part of the ways that you can do that is by getting them some extra omega-3s and extra omega-6s, and also some more fat content. And we've been trying supplements, and the supplements are kind of on and off. Like, they work for a little while and then they stop working, or they don't work at all, and it's just a between shedding period, we don't know. So we're gonna try to put her on a food that just has it all included. So I found this, which is also a really good brand. This is Canada Pure. So this is their high protein, grain-free formula. I don't feed my dogs grains. If you do, great, it's fine. It's not gonna kill them or anything. I just don't like fillers. You know, I don't like for half of the food to be rice. So the first 3 ingredients are gonna make up almost 80% of the food. So if in those first 3 ingredients you have a grain, then a lot of your food is a grain. So I just like to stick to grain-free, and then I know that they're getting, just instead of getting grains, they're getting fruits and vegetables, and you know, that kind of helps for the antioxidants that they need and other things like that. So this one has a little bit more actually protein, fat, omega-3, and omega-6. It is $15 more a bag, but that kind of balances out because right now we've got the supplements that are costing us quite a bit of money. So hopefully we can take away the supplements, just feed her this food, and we'll see how it goes. But we have to give her a month on the food to even see if it's working. Just like with anything that we do with our bodies, dogs are the same. They need a full 30 days to see if there's any difference or not. So we're gonna go with this one and head out.
Yeah, we'll go have some breakfast.
Same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we going way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, pray up. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on.
So right here?
So what the other guys were doing was pulling up, backing in right there, and then so then you can just drive straight out when you're done.
Perfect.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, I was just wondering where. Okay, no, that's perfect. I should do that when you guys just sit up or whatever.
Or the
Boom, boom. Well, guys, how's it going? As you can see, we are getting unloaded here in Texas. So while they get the first couple of them off, I'll update you on our plan. I told you guys on this video I would kind of show you or talk about how I get routed to the West Coast, in this case California. So it's been a little bit of a hassle this time. Calling and checking. Usually I'll get a call, and actually I did. I've got a couple calls for offers for loads, but they're all going back east. So since we need to go to California, I called through our list asking for loads going towards California. First started areas and agents are close to here to Houston and manage this kind of Middle East area, and then unfortunately they didn't have anything close. Now, one thing that I already know for sure is that out of Laredo, if you've been doing this for a while, you know out of Laredo, there's definitely loads going to California. TSH has a small yard in Laredo where they get loads as well across from Mexico, like we did with Melton, similar, and then they go into, into the States. So I know from there, there's loads going to Washington, California, pretty much everywhere. So it's a 4 hours and 20 minutes or so deadhead from here, he's close to Houston, about probably an hour from Houston west to Laredo. Diesel wise, that's approximately $100 of diesel that I'm gonna deadhead, approximately, give or take. So in this case, it's worth it because I'm trying to go a certain direction, and that's the area that I'm finding stuff at. So we're gonna deadhead to Laredo from here once we are unloaded with this stuff. I still have to pick up tomorrow, because Laredo stops loading at, and I think I did a video about this when I went to Laredo the first time, but they stopped loading at 3 o'clock. We might get there just before that, but most likely it would just unload or load us tomorrow morning. So those, it's a no tarp transformers load. It pays real well and has 3 stops, but we'll get into that a little later on. So let me finish getting unloaded. I'm doing it one at a time on the top layer so they don't fall over. So let me finish this and I'll get back to you guys. right, guys, real quick, I told you I was going to show you a little bit of the shedding. Just so you see, we vacuum this every day. Last night actually we didn't vacuum. We're just kind of chill out, but this is almost daily right now. So we vacuum and clean this up every day. That's her chair. Maybe you can see it on the chair. So something to keep in mind when you're having a pet. They shed a lot in certain seasons of the year. Yeah, do it every day. So just want to give you an example.